Beard King Picker here with some exciting sales to show you guys and also some very exciting reseller community news. So stick around, you don't want to miss any of this. First sale of the video is this Ralph Coffee New York. Almost ran this thing live selling for $1. I'm glad I didn't do that because I looked it up and this was a very, very expensive hat and it just sold. We have this brand new Portfolio Society. Picked this up during a big bulk buy that I did. First sale of that bulk buy as well, and this one sold for exactly $100. Brand new sealed Portfolio Society. Okay, two more sales I want to show you guys and then we'll jump into the topic of the video. But these sales are not as exciting as the first two, but we do have an exciting title here on this book, Sexual Politics, from, I think this is 1970. Yeah, 1970, Sexual Politics, Kate Millett, by Kate Millett. Doesn't have the dust jacket, so it didn't sell for too much. Only like $11.50 for this book. So next up we have this Aaron Lewis CD, brand new sealed Sinner CD. The exciting thing about the sale is that I have 30 more copies, brand new sealed, of this CD. Found at the Goodwill bins, a big old case of 30 of these. $10 for this one. Just gonna relist it again for 10 bucks. All right, let's get into the exciting reseller news right now. This is a reseller meetup, the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup, brought to you by me and the guys over at the Reseller Locker Room podcast. Also, Mike Metco Meetups. That's Mike and Mary. Please go check out their channel. We are putting together an East Tennessee Reseller Meetup in September. Make sure you go over to the Reseller Locker Room podcast Facebook page for more information, or you can just stick around for this video and we'll get into some more details a little later on in this video. But for now, let's jump back into a couple sales. All right, next up, guys, we have a Warhammer book. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know I love selling Warhammer books. Always sell for great money. We have The Path of Heaven paperback edition in very, very clean condition right here. This one sold for $80 plus shipping on eBay. Keep an eye out for these guys. Always worth a lot of money. I've sold these up to $200 before. This one sold for $80 for this book right here and this title, but we have some other titles. I think we're going to show another one in this video, so stick around for that. Warhammer, can't beat these. 80 bucks. All right, next we have this hardcover book right here, Costume Jewelry Identification and Values. I think I found this at the Goodwill bins. Just a whole bunch of costume jewelry and its values. So if you're into selling jewelry, you're going to want to pick up this book. This sold for $21.21 plus shipping on eBay. Not a bad flip. Next book is on H4. Yeah, that's going to be over in the other room here where I have all my signed books. So this next book is a signed copy. Let me go grab it real quick. Just stay right here and I'll be right back, okay? Don't worry, guys. I'm coming right back. Stay there. All right, here it is, guys, right here. We have And There Was the Light, signed edition, book about Abraham Lincoln and the American struggle. And there was the light, signed copy right there. Man, I'm struggling with the light there. Okay, there's the light right there. So I think I went back a couple times with this guy on this book. I wanted to get more out of it, but I took a best offer of $20 plus shipping for a signed book. So not too bad, not too shabby. Still happy with 20 bucks. Now I gotta walk back in this room because I noticed there's some water on the floor, which I do not want water around any of my books, so I need to go investigate what the heck's going on, and then I'll pick right back up. You guys won't notice anything though, so I'll be right back like that. Well, it's a nightmare in there. I gotta figure that out later. Some water just in the middle of the floor. Luckily, no books were damaged. But let's jump back into these sales. Another Warhammer book. I can't even pronounce this. Guys, figure that out. Not sure what that says, but it is the 20th anniversary of this book, graphic novel. Beautiful, beautiful book. Guys, this book sold for $130 plus shipping on eBay. Another Warhammer 40,000. Keep an eye out for that one, guys. Amazing book. Alright, this next book I think might be a homeschooling book. Not really sure, but this sold for $26.99 plus shipping. And then we have this textbook. This one sold for $50 plus shipping on eBay. Those last two books weren't very interesting, but this one looks interesting. Check that out. Steve Jackson's Sorcery number 2, in pretty rough condition, sold for $12.11. Got some cool graphics inside though. Alright, here we have a motocross DVD, Total Chaos 3, sold for $15. Took an offer on this one. I think I had it listed for $24.99. Been sitting for a while, but don't pass up on these old school VHSs and DVDs, the motocross skateboarding videos. A lot of them can do pretty well. 15 bucks. Very cheap pickup. Another tip, if you have like a whole bunch of these motocross ones, they're not really worth anything, you could lot a couple of them together and get some decent money out of them. So when you're out thrifting, yard selling, keep an eye out for stuff like this. So let's get back to the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup in Greensville, Tennessee, September 26th through the 28th. We're going to be meeting at the Moose Lodge in Greensville, Tennessee for dinner and karaoke the first night, getting up early in the morning, doing yard sales and flea markets for Saturday and Sunday. Multiple flea markets in this area. If you want to see the whole schedule, I'll throw it up right here and you guys can screenshot that. Or like I said earlier, go over to the Reseller Locker Room Facebook page and you will find all the information over there. Just go under featured posts and you can register for the event. The event is completely free. We just want to know how many people were coming. And also, if you're interested, you could also sign up and give us some support as a sponsor. Individual sponsors like $20 or an anchor sponsor is $100. So shout out to all our sponsors thus far. And I'll throw up that flyer with all the sponsors. Look how many we have already signed up. We appreciate all you guys. It's going to be a great event. So go over to the Facebook group for all this information, and you can tune into the Reseller Locker Room podcast where we're always talking about the event too. Now let's jump back into some sales. Well guys, we have another, that's the third one for this video, Warhammer book. We got a mass market paperback one now. Very nice condition. Not going to believe how much this little paperback sold for. $100 on a best offer. Had it listed for $150. Took the $100 offer. I only have one left after this. So Angels of Caliban, $100. Great book. Since the other one's right behind me, let's just grab that and do this sale right now. So this one also sold right here. A little bit better light on that so you can see these covers. And this one sold for $89.99 plus shipping. So we got $100 and $89.99 for a paperback book. Incredible. And we have another DVD. This one is brand new, sealed. This is God of Deliverance, a study of Exodus 1 through 18. This sold for $31.45. Also sold this book right here. What is this? CTSD Certified Technology Specialist Design Exam Guide plus the DVD in the back here. Sold for $22.40. Now this book, not very impressive. Only sold for $7.80, but check this thing out. Inspired is a Bible. Look at the sprayed edges on this though. Very beautiful. $7.80. Took a best offer on it. Had it for a while. It does have some scuffs on it, so it's not in the greatest condition. But that is really nice. So guys, I really hope to see you guys over at the East Tennessee Reseller Meetup coming up in September. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a great time. But let's jump into the last sale. We have a lot of Bernard Cornwell books. Just holding 3 of them right here It was a lot of 10 of these, almost a complete series. I think I was missing one out of this series. Just a lot of them all together. Found these at the bins, I believe, in pretty good condition for the Goodwill bins. And took an offer for $62.99 plus shipping. Very, very nice. Almost kept those ones for myself to read, but I know I'm never going to get around to reading them, so we just listed them. Sell them on eBay. One day when I retire from selling, I'll read them. Probably not. My death pile of books, TBR, to be read books, is bigger than my eBay death pile. But I believe we covered everything. Awesome weekend of sales. Over $1,000 worth of sales going out. Got to ship all these off tomorrow. It's going to be a very busy day. As always, guys, keep on picking, keep on flipping. A Beard King out. A lot of the Bernard Con. We have a lot of the Bernard Con. I cannot say this freaking guy's name. Why can't I right now?